Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Toyota Prius. Tuesday RFXE is the engine, 1.8, I'm assuming 2012. Alright? So, the El Problemo. UPS man. I didn't figure he wanted to be on camera. Anyway, where was I at? What was I saying? Who knows what I'm saying? Oh, that's what it was. Well, I've kind of stepped ahead. Never mind that. We're going to remove the cowl. There is 2 push pins. Pull down on them. You can actually grab the little tang on the bottom, pull down on them, and they pop back up, and then you push them back down flush. Anyway, it's the little plastic clips. We've all seen them before. It's those guys right there. So we're going to have to lift up the windshield wiper arm, kind of note the position in which it resides. What we have there is a 15. It wasn't tight before, by God, it is now. So the hood, by the way, in case you didn't know that, there's 2 slots down here. The hood's actually got 2 positions. Now, it don't matter, I don't guess. There's 1 slot over here, and there's 1 slot up front. Both of them accommodate this, but one of them, the hood, is substantially lower. So we need to go in the, actually, I work on the car kind of mode. Now, that's what that is. Now, we need to get this old windshield wiper off. Generally, we can pry up on it just a bit. And it should pop off, but since I just tightened the crap out of it, instead of loosening it, it might not pop off so easily. My super duper Mako tools over here. See if I can even reach that with that. I can. Give it just a tiny little bit of tap, tap, tap. See if that loosens it up a little. Be very careful not to mash the threads. This may sound a lot worse than what it is. Take my word for it. There we go. Puts this off to the side, and there is my semi for a car that's going back to Florida. Almost forgot to turn the camera back on. These normally not that hard, kind of wiggle them and they should pop right out. Not a big deal, really it isn't. You got these little clips here on the bottom. You'll have to push them in. I hate them little clips, I tell you that right now. I absolutely despise these little clips, they're junk. Yeah, semi-driver is finally pulling out of here, I'm glad. Had a lady's vehicle over here that she wanted me to recommend a transmission shop for it. It had transmission issues, and I told her I would not. So this whole contraption here has to come out just to get the look at the spark plug. I'm sure they've probably never been done. If I was guessing, I got the screws here. One there, one here. Of course, it's got to have a mouse nest or something like that. One here. I can honestly say I don't remember if the motor has to come out. I don't think so. There's something we do not see here a lot at all. Push on the bottom if you get to it. You push on the bottom of these clips and they pop out as well. So, but like I said, again, if you can get to it, I ain't gonna worry about it. If one of them breaks, I'll just replace the darn thing. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time fiddling with it. Ford truck sitting out there that's going to be worked here. Oh, hopefully today, but probably not today. I got a late start. I had to run. And get something in a neighboring town. So that took a little bit of time away from me. Boy, I don't remember. I know some of that you can get to, some of it you cannot get to so good. Anytime I'm able to use a power tool, of course, I try to do that. Every now and then I get kind of like, get in one of them modes where I use a ratchet and stuff, but not very often. I'm kind of jumping around a little bit from place to place. I don't even know that it wouldn't be faster to just go ahead and yank it, whether we have to or not. It kind of almost seems silly not to. Alright, so this should slide. Yep, I thought so. That slid. If you didn't see that, that slid forward. So I didn't remember that part. That's saying something, me remembering. That's a feat right there. Yeah, I had a squirrel nest or something in it. Whatever it was. Something like this right here, don't let that scare you. 9 times out of 10, looks a whole lot worse than what it really is. I'm sure there ain't nothing under it. No, there is not. That clip right there is broken, I think. Or it wasn't clipped in right, one of the two. Yeah, I'm gonna say I haven't been out. I'm trying to be a little bit careful. I got the bolts laying in there, plus I don't want to get that mess. I'll make the mess the bird feather. I'll carefully set it down over here. Pick these bolts out. I think that is all of them. And I'll pause you up, I'm gonna dump that. The weather is coming around a little bit, and I went ahead and also sprayed it off a little bit. I had already unplugged the coils and pulled the wires off. Pulled the wires off a while ago because this thing showing a misfire. Number 1 and number 2. 1 and 2. I think I need to turn the key off. That'd be a smart thing to do. I'm gonna go ahead and get the door closed. Sorry about that. Bella, will you? Okay, right there. Okay. All right. Just making sure you're in there, Bill. No, no, no. You don't need being shot. You're not a shot puppy. So anyway, this is what I actually was going after. Check this out. I want to make sure that this is going to be dry. I could have done some other diagnostics on it, but in any event, this has got to come out. So you at least you got it open enough, excuse me, to be able to work on it in the first place. And as long as I can stay low tech on something like that, I'm going to stay low tech at least for a little while. I can be the first one to tell you I've never heard one of these Misfire until today, and it sounds god awful. God awful is an understatement, actually. Bella, what are you doing in here? Get in there with the Zeus. I wanted to back it up a little bit, and also, I don't know, you just heard that, right? So bear in mind, folks, there's no coils in it, and there's no wires plugged in. Okay, so what happens is when it actually does fire, it's misfiring, and it's not contributing all the cylinders. The darn thing sounds like it's got a rod loose on the inside. I mean, that's how bad it sounds. I am going to pull the plugs. I've done some various odd and end things on these, but never had to put or check spark plugs or anything like that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Where are you? Oh, that one right there. Can't use my old T-handle on that one. This guy here, my customer here, is loving him a Prius. He's had another one with an ungodly amount of miles on it. That's pretty carbon. I mean, yeah, camera probably not going to pick it up. That is pretty carboned up. And these are originals, 170 pounds. And no, that's not me saying that there's anything wrong with these plugs. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying these are original, and the other thing I'm saying is they're going to get changed regardless. Because for a simple reason, if you're going that far and not change your spark plugs, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, you're stupid. If you're going to go that deep into a vehicle and not put new plugs in it, that's just stupid. They're definitely worn. I'm going to have to go over there and look underneath the Magnavision and see what it actually looks like, because there's no need me telling you, because I can't see it. Point is burnt and it's pretty carboned. I'm sure all of them are like that, and I'm sure I'm relatively positive that I'm fixing to slap some plugs in this thing. So, anyway, do want to do something else though. Because we can. All right, so that's pretty even. Turn the key back off. And nope, that ain't gonna hurt anything. In case you're going down that road, not gonna hurt anything. So I'm gonna pause you up, guys. And we're gonna put this beast together. Well, we'll put the beast together after I find some plugs, that is. Well, I was determined to put the Denzos back in, but they're $20 a piece at the parts store. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna skip on the Denso. So we just put America's favorite spark plug in there. Nah, just kidding. I think enough said. You know what I'm putting in it. It's going to be a tad bit difficult to get to the fourth injector if we need to go there. Oh, you know what I forgot? Darn it. I was going to mark the coils and I did forget. But that's okay. We'll see that here in just a minute. I don't know why I just put that up there. And by the way, if I didn't say that a while ago, this is the smaller style 14mm plugs. Now that I think about it, I really don't think I said that. I should have already told you that. And we'll just do this. Oh, we'll mark this one. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll let me grab some dielectric grease. Give that a little spritz of that. That was Ralph. The annoyances, people, the annoyances. Did put dielectric grease on it. Truth to be known on these coilover plugs, do you really have to? Nah, not really. They normally come right out anyway, so that's normally not a problem. But I mean, if you have it, it's probably a good idea to do it. But it's not a do or die to put dielectric grease on these things. I'm just going to start these bolts up just so it don't flop around. We're not going to tighten them up or anything like that. I don't think I have to. So I'm going to get you over here a little bit closer, get the camera moved down a little bit, and let you listen to the rattle if we still got it. And we may not. You know, that may have solved the problem, and my luck, that ain't done. We're not done yet. I'm gonna try to hurry up. I think you can put them in service mode, but I don't know how to do that, to tell you the truth. That is what that sounds like when you have a misfire. That's literally what that did sound like. So these plugs that might have fixed the problem, because every time, I don't know why I'm yelling, every time I started it before, I mean immediately it had these wild noises going on. So I don't know that my e-scan, I got the e-scan hooked up today. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's ATS e-scan is what it is. It's a handy dandy little tool. I wish they would sell it a little bit cheaper, because at the end of the day I think it's garbage for what it costs. But anyway, it is what it is. That's the tool right there. Actually, let me get this card out of the way and get you a little bit closer, so you don't have to, for one, you don't have to look at my mug. We'll get a little bit closer to it. I'll get off to the side. But basically, that's what it is. I don't know if this thing here will even I could do screenshots. I don't have time for all that, man. One single guy, I don't have time for that. So we're going to go straight into the DTCs. Of course, we got a whole host of, let me flip the screen around. We got a whole host of ignition coil seat, primary, secondary circuit malfunction. Of course we do, because I had everything unplugged the key on, okay? So we're going to clear DTCs, okay? Of course, we still got the permanent codes in there. I don't think this this tool here will allow us to clear everything. I'm not for sure. Freeze frame data, there is no freeze frame data. Yeah, we won't be able to clear these, I don't think. So this is continuously reading the codes now. I'm gonna have to open the door a little bit. We definitely had the car running. And let me close this door over here so my dog don't go anywhere. Her dog, not so much. I don't trust her. To just lay in bed right there. She got herself in a puppy bed. These codes, a while ago, again, these codes came right on back. I still hear a little noises. We are scanning. That light is flashing. We're scanning for codes. We'll read pending codes right away. Fuel trims is shown over here, and the vehicle is cold right now too, so keep that in mind. It says warming too slow, blah blah blah. We're not gonna get into that. We'll read this one more time and go back to continuous code reading. Get the mode 6 data. Read it by hand. And these permanent codes, like I said, these are going to stay here. I don't know if it takes a factory tool or one of my other tools that goes into a actual scan mode for the vehicle. It takes those to clear those codes, I believe. All right, so I'm going to shut her down. So, yeah, that probably done did the trick, guys. So that was short and sweet. Actually, I'll be honest, I would not have thought that it is related to the spark plugs, but I mean they did look bad, but they didn't look that bad. Let me pause you up. I'm gonna go check them out one more time underneath the microscope, the magnifying glass, not the microscope. Well, not much of a video. Sorry about that. By the way. I see why he likes them. He had one. He brought it over here the other day, and I was going to look at it. Well, it actually came from up north. It was so rotted I couldn't lift it. So he actually went ahead and got rid of it. He hauled it over to the scrap yard and actually scrapped the car. And he turned around and bought him another one. The next thing right here, 230,000 miles on it already. And I guarantee you, these plugs are OE plugs. They haven't been changed. I mean, people probably wouldn't bother to do all that to change plugs. When it's working, it's working. All right, guys. So I'm gonna end it right here. You see what I did right there with the bolt. You see what I did right there with the bolts. And go here and tell you one more time. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bolts. Now I got 12 bolts laying right here. You have to put your, obviously, your windshield wiper arm back on. Kind of note the position. You see it right there where the dirt is. Not a big deal on that. Other than that, yeah, we're going to blow everything out with some compressed air and put this thing back together, and hopefully it don't rattle after that. So, guys, sorry about the video. I thought it was going to be on to something, but at least you know how to go about changing your plugs if you have one of them things. So, like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you on the next one. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick look. See all the leaves and all that good stuff is all blowed out. What the heck? I mean, it's a short video. I was going to go ahead and leave the camera on. As I said, I did wash that up. If I did not tell you folks that earlier, I honestly don't remember if I did or did not. This here is actually the guy's work car. That's obviously not, well, not obvious. I shouldn't have used that word. This is not his family car. This is his work car. Just not that it makes a difference, but I figured I'd throw that in there. What I'm getting at is he not just randomly goes buys an old halfway worn out car. He just uses this for work. That's basically what I was trying to say. I don't want that coming out the wrong way. Okay, so that's it, with the exception of the windshield wiper motor and arms. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera right there. It's kind of silly for me to let it roll now. I mean, easy enough to do. But we'll see you on the next one, guys. Keep finding reasons to turn the camera back on. If you're having a hard time with the plastic getting it out, this back piece, it literally unclips. Okay, I forgot to say that earlier. It slides in here after you get done. I generally try not to pull them out because they can be a pain in the butt to get back in there. But anyway, this is basically, in a nutshell, what you do. Got everything clipped back in. Put our plastic clips back in. They start out, this is loosening it up, then you push them up like this and do the same thing. And when they're in, you want to have them flush. All right, I'm not pause, but I'm gonna turn the camera off for real this time. We'll see you on the next one.